Welcome, ghost hunters and thrill seekers, to our countdown of the top 5 haunted locations in North Dakota. These are not your typical haunted houses, these are places where history and hauntings intertwine. Prepare to delve into the stories that chill the bones of locals and visitors alike. Number 5. Liberty Memorial Building, Bismarck, North Dakota. Starting our countdown at number 5, we have the Liberty Memorial Building in Bismarck, North Dakota. This structure may not tower over the city's skyline, but it casts a long shadow over the annals of local folklore. Built in 1924, this edifice stands as the oldest on the Capitol grounds, a silent sentinel to the passage of time. But within its walls lurks a presence that defies the quiet history it represents. Originally serving as the State Museum, it was transformed into the library we know today. Yet, it's not the knowledge contained in its volumes that whispers to those who listen, it's the Stack Monster. The Stack Monster, a term coined for the library stacks where it was said to reside, became an infamous resident known to employees and visitors alike. Its presence was felt through mysterious footsteps, fleeting shadows, and disembodied voices. Some say it called out names, coughed at random, or moved objects with unseen hands. Those who heard these noises would search for the source, only to find empty halls and the echo of their own heartbeats. The legend of the Stack Monster reached its peak in 1981 when the building underwent renovations, and the State Historical Society moved to a new location. It was then that the hauntings ceased, or so it seemed. One employee swears that at the time of the move, they saw a mysterious figure leave the building. The State Historical Society, in a blend of humor and hope, made a special security badge for the Stack Monster at the new museum, should it ever decide to return. To this day, the Liberty Memorial Building stands proud, its secrets locked within. Whether the Stack Monster was a spectral guardian of history or a figment of the imagination, it has left an indelible mark on the lore of Bismarck. So, we leave you with this question: is the Stack Monster merely biding its time, waiting for the right moment to return? Or has it found peace, leaving the Liberty Memorial Building to its solemn duty of preserving the past? Number 4. Chateau de Moraes, Medora, North Dakota. At number 4 in our countdown of North Dakota's most haunted, we find ourselves at the doorstep of history and mystery, the Chateau de Moraes in Medora. Built in 1883 by a French nobleman, the Marquis de Moray, this 26-room, two-story house was meant to be a summer home amidst the Badlands' rugged beauty. But as the sun sets, the shadows cast by this historic structure grow long and dark, hinting at the secrets it keeps. The Marquis, with dreams of a cattle empire, found his ambitions frozen by the harsh North Dakota winters. His legacy, however, lives on, not just in the town named after his wife, Medora, but in the whispers of the past that echo through the halls of their grand home. Visitors report strange occurrences within these walls, lights flickering with no earthly hand to flip the switch, cold spots that chill the soul, and the feeling of being watched by unseen eyes. Some say the spirit of Medora herself wanders the chateau, her form glimpsed in the twilight, her presence felt in the sudden drop of temperature. Perhaps she searches for her husband, or maybe she watches over the home they built together. The Chateau de Moraes stands as a monument to a dream that died with the Great Die-Up, a catastrophic winter that claimed the lives of hundreds of thousands of cattle and ended many a cattle baron's ambition, including that of the Marquis. But the chateau's story is not one of failure, but of resilience. It has withstood the test of time, and now, it seems, it houses more than just history. It is a keeper of spirits, a guardian of the threshold between life and the afterlife. The Chateau de Moraes invites the brave and the curious to walk its rooms, to feel the weight of history, and to perhaps encounter the echoes of those who once called it home. So, we leave you with this haunting thought: as you roam the rooms of the Chateau de Moraes, listen closely. The creak of the floor, the rustle of the curtains, the whisper of the wind. Or is it something more? Number 3. Children's Museum at Yunker Farm, Fargo, North Dakota. At number 3 on our list of North Dakota's most haunted, we find a place of childhood wonder that also harbors shadows of the past. Welcome to the Children's Museum at Yunker Farm in Fargo. Don't let the bright colors and laughter fool you. This museum, housed in a building that dates back to 1876, has a history that whispers from the walls and a presence that lingers in the air. Originally a farmhouse, built by the Newton Whitman family and later owned by the Yunker family, this place was once a home filled with life. Now, it's said to be filled with spirits from its storied past, including a child-loving former owner and a ghostly child by a well. Visitors and staff report strange occurrences, elevators moving on their own, odd noises, and the feeling of being watched. But it's the spirits of Elizabeth Yunker and a young girl that draw the most attention. Elizabeth, whose husband originally owned the farm, is described as a welcoming presence. She's often felt upstairs, where the children's activities primarily take place, watching over the joy and learning with a maternal eye. The other spirit, a little girl seen by the well, is a more tragic tale. Legend has it she drowned there, and visitors often report feeling short of breath and experiencing chest pains near the well, echoes of her untimely demise. Despite these eerie tales, the museum remains a beloved spot for families. It's a place where history and the present meet, where the echoes of the past mingle with the sounds of children's laughter. But as night falls, and the museum empties, the atmosphere shifts. The shadows lengthen, and the air grows still. It's in these quiet moments that the museum reveals its other side. Some say that if you listen closely, you can hear the faint sound of a child's giggle, or the rustle of a dress as Elizabeth makes her rounds, ensuring all is as it should be in her eternal home. The Children's Museum at Yunker Farm stands as a testament to joy and tragedy, a reminder that some places hold more than just artifacts, they hold memories, spirits, and stories waiting to be told. So, we leave you with this haunting invitation. Come explore the Children's Museum at Yunker Farm. Learn, play, and maybe, just maybe, catch a glimpse of its spectral residence. Number 2. North Dakota State University, Fargo, North Dakota. At number 2 on our ghostly tour of North Dakota, we find ourselves on the campus of North Dakota State University in Fargo, where academia and apparitions walk hand in hand. NDSU, a beacon of learning and research, is also home to tales that veer into the realm of the supernatural. 2 locations on campus are notorious among students and staff for their eerie disturbances: Ceres Hall and Menard Hall. Ceres Hall, the first women's dormitory, now houses the offices of admission and advising. But it's the 3rd floor that draws whispers of a haunting dating back to World War II. Legend speaks of a man who, consumed by despair, hung himself from a heating pipe. His spirit, they say, never left, and to this day, students report strange occurrences on the 3rd floor, doors slamming shut, inexplicable chills, and the sense of an unseen presence. But it's not just the 3rd floor that sends shivers down the spine. The basement of Ceres Hall is said to house a darker entity, one that instills a primal fear in those who dare to enter. Menard Hall, another academic building, is no stranger to the unexplained. It was once rumored to be the site of a double murder, and many speak of a strange presence that lingers within its walls. Students and faculty talk of a chilling sensation when passing through certain areas, of feeling watched by someone, or something, that isn't there. The history of these hauntings is shrouded in mystery. No records confirm the tragic events said to have given rise to these restless spirits. Yet, the stories persist, passed down through generations of bison. As night falls over NDSU, the campus takes on a different character. The laughter and chatter of the day give way to silence, and perhaps, to the whispers of the past. So, we leave you with this thought: are these tales of hauntings at NDSU merely the product of overactive imaginations, or is there something more to the shadows that dance just out of sight? Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, the stories of Ceres and Menard Halls are a fascinating part of the university's lore. And who knows? Maybe your next visit to NDSU will include an encounter with its otherworldly residents. Number 1. San Haven Sanatorium, Dunseith, North Dakota. At the pinnacle of our haunting journey through North Dakota, we arrive at the San Haven Sanatorium in Dunseith, a place where the veil between life and death seems perilously thin. Established in 1912 amidst the serene Turtle Mountains, this sanatorium was initially a beacon of hope, a refuge for those afflicted with tuberculosis. But as we peel back the layers of time, a darker narrative unfolds. The sanatorium expanded rapidly, and by 1922, it housed 140 patients. However, as the tuberculosis epidemic waned, the facility found a new purpose, morphing into an institution for the mentally ill. The shift in focus brought with it a surge of residents, and soon, over 1,300 souls were being treated within these walls. The term treatment, however, is a misnomer for the practices of the time, which by today's standards, would be deemed barbaric. The understanding of mental illness was primitive, and the methods employed were controversial, leading to a legacy of pain and suffering that still echoes through the abandoned corridors. By 1992, the doors of San Haven closed, leaving behind a shell of a once thriving institution. But some say the spirits of those who lived and died here remain, trapped in a perpetual limbo. Urban explorers and ghost hunters are drawn to San Haven, compelled by the stories of apparitions, disembodied voices, and an overwhelming sense of despair that clings to the ruins. The most chilling tale is that of a young boy who met his end in an elevator shaft, his tragic accident adding another layer to the sanatorium's haunted history. The air at San Haven is heavy with the weight of untold stories. The graffiti-covered walls, the shattered glass underfoot, the vines creeping through the broken windows, all serve as a testament to the passage of time and the enduring nature of the stories that haunt us. As you walk the grounds, you can't help but feel the presence of the past. The soft whisper of the wind through the trees might carry the voices of former patients, calling out from a time long gone but never forgotten. Sand Haven stands as a stark reminder of our history with mental health and the evolution of our understanding and compassion. It's a place where the past refuses to die, where the echoes of old sorrows linger in the air. So, we end our countdown with the most haunted of them all, the Sand Haven Sanatorium. A visit here is not for the faint of heart, but for those who seek to connect with the stories etched into the very fabric of this place. These are the tales of North Dakota's most haunted. Would you dare to visit these locations? Or better yet, have you already braved their haunted halls? Share your stories in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more chilling adventures. Until next time, keep your flashlight close and your courage closer. And as always, stay spooky.